Hey guys, I have a new dog in for board and train. His name is Trip, and I figured it would be a good opportunity to go through everything I do for my obedience training once again, show you guys how I'm integrating dog jutsu into everything else that I'm going to do with him. He's just here for basic obedience, maintenance, and upkeep. We're going to try to take some weight off him while he's here. And just kind of like make him able to manage himself in public. He's a very excitable young male dog, so he has the typical problems you'd expect. As you can see, it's real muddy out here. The snow's melted mostly, and it's still raining here and there. My plan this morning is just to get a sense of who he is, and so I'm going to go through the white and yellow lead tests, at least most of it, and see how that goes. I'm gonna have one place flip this way and one place flip this way. It's kind of slick out, so I don't want him jumping up there necessarily. Let's just see what he knows, what he understands, and then we can set a game plan about how quickly to progress with each of the words I want him to know. We'll start with a basic yes and no. Hey. Hello. Yes. That's good. Yes. Yes. Good job. No. 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 Yes. Good job. Yay. Good. So he doesn't know the word no yet super well. We'll teach him that. Yes. Good job. Because he's so exuberant and optimistic, I can do more no's with him. A lot of people run into trouble with dogs who are more pessimistic, doing too many no's in a row, and they get dogs who avoid. He can have a little bit of that. It would help him be more calm if he learned a little bit of that. No. No. Yes, good job. No. No. Yes, good job. Wow. Just a little bit more, and then we'll move on to the next test. Wow. Okay. No. No. Yes. Good job. It's funny how he leaps in the air for the no. I mean for the yes. It's so muddy out here. Yeah, you're gonna be covered in mud. He's got to be 3 times bigger than Minnow. No. 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 Yes. Good job. No. No. Yes. Good job. Okay, let's see that sit stay. Sit. No. Sit. Yes. Good job. Good job. He's bobbing for treats. There's some rainwater in that bowl I didn't think about when I started. Good job. Let's do that again. Sit. No. Sit. Yes. Good job. Good job. Sit. Sit. Yes. Good job. Okay, so he needs work on both of those. Now, the recall is really just a sit-stay exercise. Let's see how he does with it. Trip, here, sit. Yeah, so that wasn't so bad. I thought it would be worse based on it, what he showed so far, but he seemed to find that quite easy. He definitely likes marking on things. Let's see, what else do I need to do? I need to do some confidence. I don't know if I have anything low enough for him to crawl underneath. We'll just start with this. Okay, climbing over, no problem. Let's see, what can I get him to crawl under? You're such a big dog. You're so big. Let's get him to crawl under this wood. So, okay, yeah, you jumped over it. Trip. Okay, no problem crawling under that. Good. Let's do friendliness. This is, I think, going to be a hard one for him. It's going to be hard for me because it's so cold out. I didn't bring gloves. So my hands are going to get cold, but that's fine. Okay, he's very wiggly, and I want him to stay kind of still as I touch him. You need to stay still. So firm grip on his collar, just to encourage him to stand still while I touch him. I know. I know. I know. I know. Good. Good. You don't like sitting still. That's not surprising. There we go. Okay, that's a good start. He wants to get into heel position while I'm doing this. Good. Good, he's good with that. Very nice. Let's do all four. Oh, hang on. Good. There you go. Not as good with his back feet. Wait for him to stop licking. Good. Let's do the other one. Good boy. Good boy. Okay. Let's try his tail. Not so bad. His tail's good. Look in his ears. Labs can be bad for ear infection, so we're probably gonna have to look in his ears a lot over the course of his life. Okay. Go right to his mouth, holding his mouth closed. You don't like this. Good. Good. That's not so bad. That's not so bad. Okay. Let's see how he does with putting my hand in his mouth. Good. 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 You gotta hold still though. Good. Good. I know. I know. I know. Sit. Good. No, it's not that. Good. That's it. Good. That's it. Now just stop chewing. Just stop chewing and you'll be good. It's funny because one of the problems they told me he has is wanting to, grab people's arms. That's a thing that Labs and Goldens do a lot of. They just hold your hand. Very gentle, very cute. I kind of like it, but he needs to not do that. And now that I'm putting my hand in his mouth, the only thing he wants to do is spit it out. Quit. Good. That's it, yes. I'll give you a treat for that. So towards the end there, he started kind of biting down a little bit harder. So that's where he got a sterner correction. We're gonna do that again because it was hard. Good boy. All right, we're gonna do it again. Wow, that's a much better job. Yes. I think doing that is gonna make him not want to put my arms in his mouth as much, so that would be a good thing. Last one. We're gonna do it one more time. I like to do this one in sets of 3. Good. Hold. Good. Yes, that was real nice. Yeah, good job. Very nice. Okay. What's next, huh? What's next? Should we do walking on leash? Yeah, we should. Sit. Yes, good job. Okay. Let's see how he does with leash walking. I'm just gonna test it rather than train it. I don't have the right equipment for him to walk him on leash yet. One of the things I want to show on film, however, is how I teach a dog to walk on leash. Because I don't have any good films of that entire process. I have the basic technique, but not the process of taking a dog who pulls and teaching them not to pull. So obviously, he pulls, and when he's walking with me, his nose is on the ground, he's not paying attention to me. So all of that can be improved. Let's see how he does. We got a lot more food left for you. I want to see how he does on a tie out. So we'll come over here to my agitation tie out. I'm going to do this a little different. I'm going to do this more like training and less like testing. And so what I mean by that is I want to see how long it takes him to calm down on his own by either sitting or downing. So there's his food. Here's our tie. So he can't reach it. And now we just wait. He's not throwing a fit like some other dogs will. Some other dogs will buck and jump in the air and scratch and lunge. He's not doing any of that. But he's still not relaxed like I want a dog to be, which is to just sit her down there on their own because they're not aroused. He's definitely got himself tangled real well. He thinks the tire water tastes good. I'm gonna empty that. Hey. So I'll just roll this tire away. I'm not 100% sure why there's a tire there, honestly. There, he's starting to whine, he's starting to get frustrated. As soon as he does any one of those positions, either a sit or down, I'm gonna get a handful of kibble and bring it to him. I just have to be patient here. Did a couple really nicely. I thought he was just going to get into the routine a bit, but he's got other things on his mind now. This is probably one of the most important loose leash drills to do with a dog who pulls a lot, is to just tether them and teach them they can't pull against a post or a tree or whatever it is, and then teach them they can't pull against you. That wasn't too bad. That was interesting to see, that's for sure. Okay, I want to do some yellow leash yes and no now. That's most of the white leash test. I didn't do greeting because I don't have another person here. That doesn't mean there isn't stuff I can do with greeting. So, for example, I can do stuff as simple as sit. Good. I can just do the routine. Hi, you have a lovely dog. I can do this just to condition the dog that means you're going to get a treat if you maintain your sit. But yeah, I didn't do that. I didn't do working. Let's see, are there any other socialization things I didn't do? But that covers the majority of the obedience skills in white leash. And that was the beginning of yellow leash. So now he's just barely learning yes and no. And so let's see how he does with some body pressure for the yes and no. Yes. Good job. Yes. No. Nice try. Yes. Okay. Yes. Yes. No. Yes. Yes. No. That was a better response. Yes. It's right there. Yes. Good job. Hey, hey, hey. Yes. No. Yes. Good job. That was a fantastic response. Yellow leash recall is to play hide and seek with him, but I don't think he's really going to let me get out of sight. Plus, there's not very many places for me to hide here yet, so we'll do that later with him. Let's see, what else is there? I think he's basically, he needs some polishing of all his skills, but he's basically ready to start working on green leash. In other words, and what I mean by green leash is he's ready to start introducing higher level distractions and working through more pressure and correction in his training. So I'm just going to finish up his food here now with some recall training, because I want him to respond a little bit more vigorously to his recall. Oh, actually, no. You know what? I'm going to work on his go to place, because that needs work. Crate. Go, crate. Yes. And then probably tomorrow I'll start doing some more correction work with him. I don't know if I have a prong collar big enough for him. I don't want to, he's such a big dog that I don't really want to use his regular collar or a choke. I'd rather use a prong. Normally I don't start dogs on prongs, but he's just so heavy. I don't want his body weight being used to correct him. I would rather use the prongs to correct him. And then we'll move on to e-collar conditioning fairly quickly. And I'll do this back and forth with a recall. Trip, here. For some reason, I don't know why, I keep wanting to call him Hank. His name is Trip, it's not Hank. I don't know why I want to call him that. Make sure you can see the place. Trip, crate. Good. Crate. No. Good. Yes. Good job. Here. Yes. Okay, last one, right? Great. Good. No. No. Great. Good. Sit. Here. Yes. Pretty good. I would say that's a good session. We'll keep working on him. And yeah, I think he'll come back able to handle most pressure. He's such a big dog that it's mostly going to be convincing him not to use any of his body weight ever, which is, you know, it's a tough thing to convince a dog who has a lot of power behind him, but he's a kind soul, so I think he'll learn that pretty quickly. I think, you know, if I treat him kind of like a horse, he'll get real gentle real quick.